What's up, everybody? Welcome back to our Channel 10, where we bring you the latest news and information related to movies, sports, and entertainment. Today, we're going to take a look at the top 10 biggest grossing films of all time, y'all. These movies have made a flamboyant amount of money at the box office and has been watched by millions and millions of the masses around the world. Let's get it bracking. Number 10, Black Panther, one of my favorites. This movie is released in 2018 and grossed over 1.3 billion worldwide. Black Panther was directed by Ryan Coogler and starred the late great Chadwick Boseman, Michael B. Jordan, and Lupita Nyong'o. Black Panther is a superhero film based on the Marvel Comics character of the same name. It tells the story of T'Challa, King of Wakanda, who must defend his country from a powerful enemy. Number 9, Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows, Part 2. This movie was released in 2011 and grossed over 1.3 billion at the box office. It was directed by David Yates and starred Daniel Radcliffe, Emma Watson, and Rupert Grint. The movie is the final installment in the Harry Potter film series and follows Harry as him and his friends try to defeat Lord of Voldemort. Number 8 is Star Wars: The Last Jedi. This movie was released in 2017 and grossed over 1.3 billion worldwide. It was directed by Rian Johnson and stars Daisy Kennedy, Adam Driver, and Mark Hamill. The Last Jedi is the 8th installment in the Star Wars franchise and follows Rey as she seeks out Luke Skywalker to help the Resistance defeat the First Order. Number 7, Furious 7. This movie was released in 2015 and grossed over 1.5 billion at the box office. It was directed by James Wan and stars Vin Diesel, Paul Walker, the late great Paul Walker, and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Furious 7 is the 7th installment in the Fast and Furious franchise, and it follows Dominic Toretto and his team as they take down a dangerous criminal. Number 6, Marvel's The Avengers. This movie was released in 2012 and grossed over 1.5 billion, y'all, worldwide. It was directed by Joss Whedon and stars Robert Downey Jr., Chris Evans, and with the cutie, Scarlett Johansson. The Avengers is a superhero film based on the Marvel Comics superhero film of the same name, and follows the team as they try to stop Loki from taking over the world. Number 5, Jurassic Park. Jurassic Park World. This movie was released in 2015 and grossed over 1.6 billion at the box office. It was directed by Colin Trevorrow and stars Chris Pratt and Bryce Dallas Howard. Jurassic World is the 4th installment in the Jurassic Park franchise and takes place 22 years after the events of the first film. Number 4, The Lion King. This movie was released in 2019 and grossed over 1.6 billion worldwide. It was directed by Jon Favreau and stars the voices of Donald Glover, Seth Rogen, my boy, and the Queen Bee, Beyonce. The Lion King is a live-action remake of the 1994 animation film of the same name and tells the story of Simba, a young lion who becomes king of the Pride Lands. Number 3, my favorite, Avatar. One of my favorites. The movie was released in 2009 and grossed over 2.8 billion at the box office with a B. It was directed by James Cameron and stars Sam Worthington, Zoe Saldana, and Sigourney Weaver. Avatar is a science fiction film that takes place on the planet Pandora, where humans are mining valuable mineral and encounter the Na'vi, the planet's indigenous species. Deuce, Titanic. This movie was released in 1987 and grossed over $2.2 billion worldwide. It was directed by James Cameron and stars the playboys Leonardo DiCaprio and Kate Winslet. Titanic is a romantic disaster film that tells the story of the ill-fated maiden voyage of the RMS Titanic. Number 1, Avengers Endgame. This movie was released in 2019 and grossed over 2.8 billion at the box office, tying with Avatar for the highest grossing film of all time. It was directed by Anthony and Joe Russo and stars an ensemble cast including Robert Downey Jr., Chris Evans, and Scarlett Johansson. Avengers Endgame is a culmination of the Marvel Cinematic Universe's Infinity Saga, as the Avengers try to set out to undo the devastating effects of Thanos' snap. There you have it, y'all. It's been one of the top 10 biggest grossing films of all time. Which flicks y'all like? In the comments below, put a comment, see what you're talking about. We love to hear your comments. Shout out for the rest of y'all. And once again, thanks for always tuning to Channel 10. Peace.